Another session of Rollins Recap. I'm going to tell you, I've got the proud pride of UFC, a man who makes noise. But before we get to him, I want to show you this TapouT shirt that I have today. Let me go and tell you why we have none other than Leonard Garcia here with us. We're over here at the Guy Metzger Gym. That is at 14839 Inwood Road in Addison. We always got to give a shout out to the people who support UFC, MMA, boxing, the whole 9 yards. I tell you what, we're coming to you live in our world. I want to first of all shake the hand that shakes the world when he climbs in the cage. None other than Leonard Garcia. I got to tell you a few notes about this man. He stands in at about 5'10". He fights at 145, and let's go ahead and look at this impressive record. 24 wins against only 7 losses and 1 draw. Leonard, so good to have you here, baby. I know you make noise. I want you to tell us something about what's going on. I know right now you're partnering right now with TapouT and Metro PCS. They are, what I want to say, they're sanctioned their new phone, the Huawei, I think they call it the Huawei.
Yeah, the Huawei.
Huawei phone.
I don't know how to pronounce it
Ascend, or something like that. But tell me, what's going on here? Tell me what you're doing here, first of all.
You know, the first stop was in Texas, and Texas is my home state, so I had to come, you know, and we're here to see a phone. And, you know, just partnering up with TapouT and Metro PCS and just having a good time coming to gyms in Texas. And of course, Guy Metzger has one of the best gyms out here, so we had to make a stop here.
Well, you know what we always got to do, give a big shout out to TapouT again. I'm going to say it again because I think they right there were the founders. As a matter of fact, we got a couple of founders here with us, Skyscrape and also Punk Ass is here, right? So we're going to be looking at them. But you know what? If I were to say something right now and trying to look back on your career, I know I got through giving your career 24/7-1. Tell me what were the humble beginnings, how this thing got started, because there's a lot of fight fans out here and a lot of fighters that tune in here that are probably being challenged with those first baby steps in becoming a pro fighter and ultimately seeing what I call a performance that I have here in front of me. You, to what kind of input could you give them?
And just, you know, training is 99% of the ride. I mean, it's just like, you know, the cameras and the flash and everything else. You got to put that behind you, and you know, you got to get in the gym. You got to find a guy like Guy Metzger or a guy like Greg Jackson, you know, and you got to get into these places and you got to train. I mean, that you know, when you go out there to perform, the car is like a race engine. What you put in it is what you get out. So the better you take care of it, the better you'll do.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, I'm the one that's going to be the loud mouth again, like you always hear me say this. This right here is a banger. When this guy seems to crawl in the cage, I'm going to tell you, it's a war every time he steps in. He has already fought on a couple of occasions and split a couple of decisions with none other than the Korean Zombie himself. Tell me what happened the first bout, and tell me what happened the second bout.
You know, the first fight, it was a great fight. We went back and forth, and he stood there and he traded with me like he said he would, and he lost a close decision. Second time around, he came out. He's a little scared to stand up again. So, you know, he took me down. He caught me in a tricky submission, but, you know, in this game, there's wins and there's losses, and the highs and lows are crazy, but you know, it sets up a third fight. So you know, I hope to have a rubber match soon, and hope to even the score a little better from my side.
Well, Mr. Garcia, I'm not going to call you Leonard because you've already earned my respect. I want to tell you, I look over to in front of me right here, there's a cage right here, and I'm going to tell you, ladies and gentlemen, the strategy in MMA, UFC is there's no strategy. You go for the win, however you get it. And I think whether you're a scavenger, whether you actually see the opening, the slippery body, the blood, you take it and you take care of it. Is that not correct?
Exactly.
You go ahead and just take the win because nobody remembers anything about the W's. Really, all they see is the W. They always ask about the L's, don't they? Just like me, right? So the whole strategy, I think, to the cage embattlement, combat is to get a W. Is that not right? However you can.
Definitely.
Well, I'm going to tell you, we're going to wish you the best in your quest for that rematch, that rubber match. I'm pretty sure you'll get it. Let me ask you, any shout-outs right now, Leonard, to anybody, wife, family, girlfriend? I may have spoke out of turn, but I don't know.
You know, I mean, first of all, you got to start out by thanking God every day. You know, you wake up and you pray every morning, and you pray every night. But I got a wonderful family. You know, my mom and dad support me 100%. Cowboy's my brother, so you know that's great support that I have there. And TapouT's always been there from day one. And you know, God Mezger's gym for letting us come in, and you.
Oh, baby. Oh, well, I'll tell you what, you know, as we start wrapping up this, I want to give another shout out to Metro PCS, because they are really becoming a building block of what we call combat sports, MMA. They're going to be Saturday, that's going to be the 9th. This Saturday, the 9th, hopefully we'll get this out, Sean, in Hearst. They're also allowing all of us fight fans to register to win UFC fight fan tickets. So make sure that you support not only TapouT, not only our UFC fighters, but Metro PCS. And again, next Saturday, that'll be April the 9th, they're going to be in Hearst at the PCS store there. Don't forget, the Wallway Ascend phone. It's going to have some special applications for UFC fight fan information that you can get to. So I'm going to say one more thing, Leonard. I can't let you go because, you know, I very seldom see, first of all, I don't get to interview you guys. I can't. But let me ask you one last thing. As you part ways from Dallas and you continue your little quest in imparting information, whatever you do, I know you've already told the fighters what to do. What can the fight fans expect from Team Leonard Garcia?
Yeah, I mean, everybody knows whenever I go out, I'm always looking to make a war. I mean, you know, I know you guys pay to see the fight, so I'm always there to give you guys your money's worth. And with me, yeah, I'm always going in looking for the win, but I don't play it safe. You know what I mean? If I take a chance to take a loss, it's for you guys to have a good show. So that's what I'm going to go out there and do every time.
Well, let me wrap it up with this. I went ahead and looked this man up in YouTube, internet. He's all over the place, baby. Don't turn your back on this man. He'll slip one in on you. On behalf of www.NorthTexasFisticuffs.com, the voice of North Texas Combat Sports, Roland Gomez coming to you live in my world. Until our next session.